Sup, chat? I'm a unicorn. Oh wait, my avatar isn't working, is it? Test. Like, hello, Mike. Mike the airplane dragon. Time to wake up. My voice is working, right? Okay, yes it is. Yes it is. I guess I have to reset my airplane dragon. BRB. Oh yeah, that was really weird. Ah, there he is. Alright, sup chat. I'm a unicorn today. With me and my stupid ass freaking traffic cone on my head. Anyway, welcome back to VLDC 11. It has been a hot minute, but there's a lot of to talk about today. So first off, let's just get the biggest elephant in the room out of the way. People were asking for it, and I said I was gonna deliver eventually. That was like however long ago. The Discord server is finally here, ladies and gentlemen. No longer will you have to guess when I go live. I made a Discord server for our little stream here, so if you want to be a part of it, ask, because I don't really want to publicize it yet, because I'll be honest, I don't really feel comfortable about letting in quote-unquote random people just yet. I kind of rather keep it to my lovely loyal viewers. So if you want to be a part of it, gain my trust and I'll let you in on it. So yes, we do have a Discord server finally. Just ask if you want to stop by, and that's that. So anyway, now for VLDC. Welcome to the industrial world. I got my trusty wrench, pretend to be a little unicorn with my traffic cone, and I'll be honest, I mean, there's always a backstory to the costumes I have for each world, right? Industrial world was one of the harder ones for me to make, unfortunately. So if the traffic cone looks ridiculous, that's because it is. And I don't it was either how the traffic cone looks now or no traffic cone at all on the head. So let's just pretend that Mike the airplane dragon is a unicorn for this world. Okay. So the last time we did, my controller already isn't working. I gotta put you on BRB again, chat. I'm so goddamn sorry. Give me like 10 seconds, please. Okay, really sorry about that. I think it was because, like, I had my controller unplugged when I'm not playing. So I plugged it in even though I already booted up VLDC, right? Well, I have to close out of it completely for me to what's it called? Like, get the controller working. Like, I want to make sure it's actually working. Controller overlay's working, that's good to know. So, yeah, last time we did... What did we do last time? I think we finished up the snow world, and that's really it, right? I mean, what else did we do? No, we did the sky world, so we probably, yeah, we finished up the snow world, and then we did the entirety of the sky world, which, like, overall, probably one of the stronger worlds we had. Because when I was naming my top 3 and bottom 3, I was like, I can't really think of a bad level in this world. So, what if you noticed, is we're actually getting pretty close to finishing this hack. We got Industrial World, Fire World, Abstract World, and then the Best Strength Levels World. So literally 4 more worlds. And of course, that means more costumes to see eventually. So, we're 10 minutes into the stream. Like I said, I'm super excited, even though I'm running on like 2 hours of sleep. I'm super excited because the reason why I didn't stream yesterday is because I just spent time finalizing the Discord server, right? I wanted to make sure that it wasn't just a buggy mess. And well, trust me, it was, because I had a friend of mine, not play test per se, but join and like test it out a bit. So anyways, enough freaking dilly-dallying. Make sure to grab your freaking traffic cone. Watch for tall spikes. Let's get this started. So we got Industrial Desert by IronFoxGaming. This is 101st place. So this is... So the highest ranked level in the lowest ranked levels world, so like bottom of the barrel, is 102nd. So this is like the penultimate, like unpenultimate. Like what's the opposite of penultimate? Like the negative side of it, right? Where this is one placement off of being in the lowest ranked levels world, but it just squeezed by one placement. So 101st place with a score of... I hope I have my judging scores somewhere. A score of 38.75 out of 100. So this was 0.25 score better than the 102nd place, which was King of the Mountain by Mark VD 100. With judges' scores being 29, 31, 48, and 47. So pretty low, right? So let's do it. It's got a moon and Yoshi coin in it. Yo, we got this banner song. Normally I'm not a fan of just desert aesthetics, but the desert theme that was freaking born from VLDC is kind of a banner. So that's okay, I guess that's water. I don't think that's how quicksand works, but hey, I don't live near a desert. At least I don't think so. Okay, this is... I mean, it's industrial desert, right? It's the one and only desert level that we technically had. I can't think of any other ones. Okay, that messes with my head that that's water and not... I mean, better than insta-kill, right? So, I'm appreciative about that. Still no Yoshi coins. Oh, no blocks. Stupid. Switch blocks. It looks like I gotta swim to it. Like, what the heck is this stuff supposed to be? Like, is the sand spewing something? I don't know. I guess it is VLDC, right? So that it can only change so much without going a little custom ASM. Anyway, sorry for pausing. I gotta work on my bingo card. I realized lately I've been kind of slacking with it. It's like, oh yeah, I should probably check on my bingo card after playing like 3 levels, and it's like, boom, I can fill out this. Okay. Can I go up here? Yes. Any secreters? Are those blue coins? Maybe it is a secret. Is this a secret? Yes, it is. What have we got in here? Oh. Ooh, that's actually pretty snazzy. I mean, so was King of the Mountain as well, right? So I'm waiting for like the bomb drop where it's like there's a reason why this is 101st place, right? But that looked nice. Anything down here? Nope. I don't know. I guess because freaking the timer in these levels are so just like low. Oh, it's gonna turn off, right? That's actually really cool. Even though I can't see crap now. Alright. Reminder for maintenance crew. If you wish to perform a jump kick, slide down a hill outside while holding B. What do you mean a jump kick? Do they mean like the momentum swing? Or not momentum swing, but where if you slide down a hill and without sorry that I'm umming a lot. Like I said, I'm running on like 2 hours of sleep, so I'm not like I'm full of energy right now, but If I'm talking like a drunk idiot, that's why. So I like to make fun of myself that when I don't get enough sleep, I just like to slur a lot, slur my words a lot, not frickin' slur as in bad words. I'm not a, okay, that's, oh, I don't even get my power up, that's lame. Yeah, all for a frickin' multi-coin, right? Thanks, creator. That's what we like to call a reverse blind jump. Maybe I should add that as the next bingo. Oh, those things fall. That looks pretty snazzy. Okay, I was about to say, can I go in here? Okay, it looks weird, right? Like, the fact that this is all water and... I mean, I gotta admit that they did a good job at not having any cutoff. Oh, yeah, there goes the frickin' timer. I didn't mean to do that. Where's my midway? What the hell is that? Is that just a random block? Right? Okay, midway. Well, I'm freaking gonna run out of time, so it is most definitely over for this man's. Oh, we can respawn the midway. I like how they use the what's it called? You know, I'm just gonna start select out. Oh, where are we now? Oh, this feels very explorative, right? Like, I wanna explore around a lot. Like, what's in here? Okay, that was just reset door or something. I don't know. Are these meant to be switch blocks or what? Like, what's going on here? Why is that 1F0? Why can't the enemies just clip right through? Okay. So, first off, we got 1F0, not 1F8, chat. You may roast me until I eventually fix it, which won't be until next VLDC. Sorry. Again, people are messaging me during my stream. Never during the day. Never ever. It's like I'm available all day due to my back, which yes, I finally went to appointment, and no, it hasn't really made any progress. A little bit of a failsafe to not skip the level. Again, I'm not really seeing the 101st place. Like, again, King of the Mountain, which was 102nd, was like, dude, this is a really good level, right? And then we faced a boss, it's like, now I see why it's 102nd, right? Other than that, this... Like, yeah, some stuff is weird, like this freaking water and this cutoff, which looks a bit silly. But, like, this looks nice. They do have the industrial desert feeling kind of on lock, which is a good thing. So, not saying this is my favorite level, but it's like 101st place might be a little rude. Speaking of rude, can't get that Yoshi coin. What the heck did I just? What did I fall in? Why? Okay. A little bit of functionality issue there. There's no reason to do that. There was also no reason for that to frickin' shoot. Let someone turn on the lights. Come on! I can get up there somehow. There we go. The background is kind of... Maybe it's meant to be on purpose, but the background is fairly disorientating. Jeez, careful. But no, this is pretty legit level. Like, maybe the issue is there's not enough on-off blocks like this, right? But is that enough to put it at 101st place? To me, no. Okay, we're definitely... I see the shadow. I see the shadow of the door. You can't fool me. Oh, it's not a 1-up. What's gonna be over here? Did I just, like, make hella negative progress? I'm back at the start, aren't I? I'm back at the start. Like, the first room, right? I'm gonna go in here. And it's gonna be... Yeah, the first frickin' room, dude. Great. Yeah, it's... Well, that sucks. Like, what is this supposed to be? Like, suspicious. Don't forget, chat, there is a... not secret. There is a moon in this level, so... Okay, I'm gonna rush because, I'll be honest, I'm not too keen on having to recollect the Yoshi coins that I missed, so... I'm like, what is that freaking block supposed to be? I'm gonna count that as cut off just as soon as I go Sonic mode. Gotta go fast! Faster, faster, faster! Go. Okay, I think it might be over. I don't think we're gonna get... Like, I have to take a damage boost here. I can't wait for the pokey. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Oh, that's probably how I get the other Yoshi coin, right? How am I missing 2? I swear I saw I had 3. Okay, whatever. I gotta go. Mario's gotta use the bathroom. Go. Oh! Why are you telling me to go left? What's left? Okay. 20 seconds, dude. Surely the ending's right here. Okay. Whoo, you know? Oh, that looks nice. A little late. I think that's layer 3, right? I think so. Alright, I feel like we barely scratched the surface of this level. So we got a lot more exploring to do. We do know where the other 2 Yoshi coins are. I believe I know where... Or not where, but I believe I do know how to get one of the Yoshi coins. But the other one, which is in view, I do not know how to get to. Because I assumed the last one, which was just before the... Like, the last dark room. I'm pretty sure I could jump over the ceiling there. How did I get hit there? I did notice something. This wasn't here before. Apparently I didn't press... I didn't press jump enough. Oops! Stupid. Yeah, overall, I do like me a... exploring type of level, right? Where it's... How I like to say it is, it's kind of a collectathon, right? Like, sure, if I was like, screw the moon, screw the Yoshi coins, it still would have been a pretty decent level. I do wish that the whole, you know, lights out gimmick was executed a bit better. Like, it felt like the creator kind of just threw it in there. It's like, hey, this is cool, I'm gonna add it, with not really any thought put into it, really. Like, they decided they're gonna have an on-off for the background. I forget, was there something in this pipe? I think I remember vaguely leaving too early? Look at that. Careful. Because I think I entered that pipe. Yeah, I never went over here. How much you want to bet that the freaking Yoshi coin is over here? Okay, it is, but I'm noticing something that I need to hurry this up, otherwise all of this is going to be blind. Uh-oh. Maybe now I'm like, you know, eyes wide open. I think I see the problem of this level, because if that's all for one Yoshi coin, holy crap. Yeah, not as bad as King of the Mountain, if you ask me, but we're still not done this level, so I can't jump to conclusions just yet. This level did put a smile on my face, so in my opinion, in like where did the mushroom go? Oh, what the fuck? You did give me it. What the heck? Okay, as I was saying, now I freaking forget. Reverse blind jump moment. I'm gonna land on. Yeah. Pain, dude. It's going downhill. Quite literally. I was going downhill there. Okay. So I think that's all the Yoshi coins accounted for, but no moon, which that's a big problem. Because again, to me, moons are like secret exits when there's not a secret exit in this VLDC. Again, I'm pretty sure it was just a rule because VLDC 9 had secret exits, right? VLDC 8 did, VLDC 7 didn't, so it must just be a rule, right? Which I guess in a competition hack, it makes sense, right? But I still like to collect secret exits. You know, I want to see if the creators are, you know, smart asses when it comes to secret spots. So I believe my strategy here is just go right away. Like don't go on top, because I think if you rush this you'll have, oh yeah, more than enough time. So it's mostly just trial and error, right? I'll give it a pass, even though that does kind of suck. I also don't know how to get out now. No, seriously, how do I get out? Because this was a one-way, right? No, there was a pipe here, right? Wish I could tell with the background. Oh, screw you, I'm gonna start select out. Okay, I need to remember if there's gonna be... there is a pipe there. Because I remember that room, I was like, yeah, I did skip this because I entered a pipe, but... kind of forgot. Kind of forgot where it was. Whee! That is satisfying, but maybe that's what they meant by the whole jump kick, which still not a jump kick. Okay, so rush this section again. Okay, the pipe was right there. Got it. So I just have to jump up and press that. So yeah, just rush this part. Because again, like, the whole platforming part makes sense, right? But the whole area going dark gimmick doesn't really make sense, right? I feel like it was an afterthought. Okay, we do know where the last Yoshi coin is, so I think I'll focus on that, but I'll see if I can maybe suss out anything that will direct me towards, hey, the Yoshi coin, the moon is gonna be this way. I did notice one possible red herring in the fact that, so remember where the first Yoshi coin was? There was for some reason a switch block there that wasn't there before. So if my calculations are correct, nerd emoji, then that means the moon is locked behind all the Yoshi coins, which does make sense, but so that's why I'm kind of focusing on. Also, I did forget there's cutoff because like these blocks are just like, what? You know, like, what is this supposed to be? And I might be completely wrong on where this last Yoshi coin is, because when I was... Hi, Crispy Rice. Yes, yeah, that block wasn't there, right? That block definitely wasn't there before. Yeah, read the title, Crispy Rice. Title of the stream. Is that gonna be a feather? The hell am I gonna do with a feather? And like, why is it colored like that? It is! Okay. So, a feather was locked behind a feather was locked behind a Yoshi coin. So that tells me that The level is a little buggy, but again, 101st feels a little too mean for this level. Like, bias aside, alright? Anyway, if you can't see the title, chat, I finally made a Discord server for the stream. So if you would like in, just ask, because right now I don't feel comfortable making it a public release. So, see these coins? It makes me think, yeah, you just go on top here. And there's gonna be a Yoshi coin right there. GG's. Okay, so we got a feather for... We got a feather for something. Did not think those were bullet bill generators. Whee! It's probably gonna make me fly, right? Why else would they give me a feather? Does it want me to fly maybe over the... I just bit my tongue. This wasn't here before. That's right. Boom shakalaka. I don't know why I said that. Give me that. Wait. RIP 2017 to 2018 Cloudtop Castle. Rest in spaghetti, please forgetty. The pillars look nice at least. Did IronFoxGaming make a Cloudtop Castle level? I gotta check. Let's check VLDC 9 rankings. It is vanilla music. I do vaguely remember a Cloudtop Castle, but it might be VLDC 10, aka VLDC X, aka the final VLDC that we're going to be playing. I don't know, I feel like I would remember the name IronFoxGaming, so... Shrug emoji. At least the pillars look nice. Alright, let's finish this level. Woo! Alright, GG's. You know what? I see the problems, but 101st place is a bit mean-spirited in my opinion. Vanilla music, we got a moon. What else do we got? Technically reset door by the midway there. Because I wonder if they added that for the platforms to respawn. And I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was just getting a little, like... What do I want to do first? First of all, what I want to do is kind of sell out by posting my Twitch in the Super Mario World Central. I might just like publicize my Discord server in case there's all the lurkers that just want to know when I go live. So you know what? I'll do it in a second, and you may join. We are a lurker safe spot. Safe space. God damn. I know how to frickin' speak English. Okay. Cool. So posted that. It is awesome to see 5 viewers. Alright. So moment of truth. I'm gonna grab the Discord server's link. I promise you it's not a virus. You have my word. I'm gonna post it in here and I'm gonna pin it. There you go. Join on in if you'd like, but no peer pressure. The whole point, because people were asking for a server, is because you know how Twitch is like notifying when your favorite streamer, aka me, goes live, right? So the whole point of the server is to let people know when I go live, right? So there you go. Okay, with that out of the way, Industrial Desert. So yes, there was some cutoff, and yes, there was some buggy spots, and yes, the layer 2 like light gimmick made no sense, even though it was a cool concept, but it had zero execution. Like it's almost like they did have an idea with that one Yoshi coin, but they didn't really think of the process of how do I get the player to turn the light back on, right? Because there was only the Koopa at the beginning and Koopa at the end. There was no in between, so basically the only way you're gonna figure out how to get that Yoshi coin in that layer 2 room is just through trial and error, right? Where you realize that, oh wait, what I have to do the second time around is just rush through the level, right? Or not rush through the level, rush through the section before the time runs out, right? Because I think that second time that I did rush through, I did get to the end. I think there was only one jump left before the lights went out, and that's completely fine, right? So again, unlike King of the Mountain, which was 102nd and had like the worst boss in VLDC 11, like hands down, honestly, it's not 101st. Like, I like Dark Moon Riverside, which was 99th, but that had cut off, it had issues here and there, but it might just be a case that everything's better in some way, but I don't know, man. We played some, like, non-100th place levels, and it's like, yeah, this one is... you know, if you know, you know. So, ranking time. So, yeah. I know I did list off all the problems, but to me, like, the biggest issue is definitely that layer 2 gimmick. The layer 2 lighting gimmick. That they had something cool and did nothing with it. They basically turned it into a blind jumping fest. But I really like the exploration. Does suck a little bit regarding the moon, because back in VLDC 6, I actually penalized the level for, or not even VLDC 6, OLDC 1, I kind of penalized the level for having the gimmick of, to keep a long story short, I penalized it because what I said is, how I like it is, you have to be able to collect everything in a single run if it's possible. And getting Industrial Desert's moon is not possible in the first try. At least I don't think so. You might be able to reset the final room after you get the Yoshi coin, and you could get it then, but you're not gonna know until after you beat the level, right? Maybe you'll come across it by accident, but the reason why I bring that up is because I'm not going to penalize it like I did back then, which is kind of controversial to think about, but I'll just say it, I was stupid to think of that. To have that mindset of everything should be a first try basis. So overall, pretty fun level, pretty doo-doo gimmick, if you want me to be completely honest, but it had a charm to it that, like, again, just like Dark Moon Riverside, even though it had a lot of issues, Industrial Desert just had that charm that I feel bad for ranking it low, but I don't think it's gonna get that low. Because the positives is definitely the exploration, right? Exploration, it was satisfying to try and find all the Yoshi coins. Sure, it does suck that you could technically go back, like you could climb over the pyramid and have to basically redo the entire level. That was pretty stupid, but again, going back to the moon, the location of the moon, that almost feels intentional. Like, do I want to give the creator the benefit of the doubt that it was intentional that you could go into the beginning? You know, I'll say it was, but it is the creator's fault for not being able to reset the time in each room. They should have been aware that this level had a time issue, technically. So, lot to talk about, but I don't know. It was action-packed, and I kind of liked it, so I think I'm gonna go down the list and be like, yeah, it's better than this, Better than this. What was Silver Sky? Oh, that was the boring auto-scroller in the Sky World. Okay. It's better than this, better than this, better. I liked Cloudy Lake as well, but it did have some issues alongside Industrial Desert. It's not better than Crevice Climb or Plumbing Job, even though the gameplay feels more fun. Let me see what else is up here. You got this poo-poo level. Okay, it's not better than all of these up here. I'll say that. Because, yeah, like, it's not a bias list, it's a professional opinion list. So, as much as I've been like, yeah, it deserves to go up here, no. There is enough issues that, like, think of it as penalties, where it's kind of, it starts up here somewhere, for example, but then you have, again, like, cutoff, and then you have the layer 2 issues, and so on and so forth, right? So, if that's said and done, go somewhere here. It's better than Panic at the Docks, definitely better than Crystal Forest, but this is where I'm stopping, because now I'm thinking emoji. I still got banger music. Like, I gotta mention that the industrial world in every VLDC has been the strongest world in every VLDC that we played. Like, since VLDC 7, the industrial world always has the best levels on average. So will it continue VLDC 11? Off to a decent-ish start. So, okay, let's get this show on the road, Felix. I'm gonna give 52nd because I like to think that Cloudy Lake did have a gimmick and they utilized it. That's the breaking point for Industrial Desert. I know how to spell industrial. What are you talking about? Gets 52nd. City aesthetics, there was cutoff and it was mostly questionable instead of good in my opinion. But I like the lighting, but like the quicksand being water, it makes sense in a VLDC standard, but it just looked weird. I gotta give you a 7.5. I can't really justify an 8 with how much like, you know what, 8. Changed my mind because there was some custom sprites in terms of the like industrial things that we were standing on after the midway. Creativity, you had something, you just didn't do anything with it, IronFoxGaming. So 7.5. The design was pretty complex, so I'll give you an 8 for that. Playability, I'm kind of tempted to give you an 8, but I think people wouldn't like the darkened rooms. I just so happen to be good at blindlessly walking around. And functionality, the function is a little iffy, I'll give it that, so I'll give you just a 7. Nice voice crack, Felix. Alright, chat was probably wondering if I would ever shut up, and the answer is yes, I finally shut up. So, let's finally move on. And GG's, like I said, the fact that this is borderline lowest strength level 0, if this wasn't the lowest strength level 0, I'd been like, what the hell, right? So moving on, we got Vanish Castle by ECS.98. 11th place, so we went from borderline lowest strength levels world to borderline highest strength levels world in an instant, like from 0 to 100 real quick. 11th place out of 111 with a score of... And yes, the finals does consist of the top 10 and not top 8. I had to check when I was making the costumes for each world. So, 11th place with a score of 82.50 out of 100. That is pretty high. With judges' scores being 82, 81, 84 and 83. That's like, not only is this down the middle in terms of score, literally 1 point difference from each judge, but this is like borderline top 10. I'm like rubbing my hands together. I'm like, I hope this is good. Let's do it. I'm excited. Vanilla music. Okay, what the? Are these supposed to be candles? Like, that's all custom. Enemy vanish switch. Nothing happened. Oh. Oh, okay. I wonder how they did that. Sub 1 F0. Oh, good old layer 2. Wait, did I say danger spikes? Why did I stay there? Okay, I'm not gaming right now. Dude, give me get me on this platform, dude. Oh my god. This is it's not necessarily vanilla, because again, the frickin' what's it called? Like, the candles or whatever were technically custom, right? Okay, so all this is gonna disappear, right? That's why it's called Vanish Castle. Like, it already hooked us up with the main gimmick, and I'm excited. I do have an idea how they did it, but dare I say, wonder how they did that. Okay, so Vanish Switch, right? Yeah, dude, that's pretty cool, ain't it? Okay, if you want me to put on the nerd emoji, so how I think they did it is, so when we get to a certain point, i.e. here, if you notice that it keeps scrolling to the right, that means we loaded in, it might be off screen, we loaded in like a fuck ton, pardon my language, a fuck ton of sprites, to the point where there's sprite limitations, right? But what I don't get is, because I assume that, yeah, so all of the sprites from going back now disappeared. So it would make sense if it was like the beginning, but it doesn't make sense that it's the entire room. So that's actually really cool. Speaking of cool, how do I like, is something gonna raise here, or do I have to go press that switch again? No way I'm making that jump. Okay, I guess I'm gonna backtrack. I wish there was an indication if that I knew that this switch did something, because why else would this be here, right? So let's haul ass. We did see something, right? Yeah, just that, but okay, there is lots of spikes, actually. Careful. So that's a cool thing, right? Because I was wondering how this section would have worked if I didn't have the beans to jump back, right? Yeah, the Bowser statue's gone as well. This is pretty snazzy. I do want to see something like give me more. Give me more. Solid only to Mario. Okay, this, I want to learn how people do this. I really do. So this is a never seen that before. I have seen this, but every time I see it, I'm just like amazed, because all I gotta say is, how the hell do they do this? Because, for example, look, they fall, right? And then they respawn. How do they do that? I want to know. Like, that's cool. Because it's like a generator, right? You know, that doesn't make sense in terms of sprites. Nice. Okay, this, like, I was right to be excited about this level. This is pretty dope. Do you think all the sprites disappeared? They did. So again, makes sense for these swims, but the entire room? Midway. Alright, I'm like smiling because I'm like, this is good. You must kill an enemy. Items and platforms count 2 before being able to grab a throw box. So yeah, it's sprite limitations. That's what it is. Right? Yeah. I did this in my hack too. Okay, this level is certified banger. So yeah, it wants me to get rid of each enemy. So yeah, this I know is a sprite limitation moment. They just, oh nice. They just did it in the case of, oh, puzzle. Okay, I need to get rid of the springboard and the key. So how do I get the springboard up there? Oh! Okay, well, the message box kind of lied. I didn't have to get rid of all the items. That's kind of lame. Come on, creator! Gotta take that into account. Good old 1F0. Checkpoint, probably. Alright. The exit is closed. The key is in the next room. Bring it here so the exit will open. Oh, what the fuck? I bet... No. You know what I gotta check? If I'm... No. If I'm small... Okay. For the sake of the creator, I hope I was wrong. I threw that frickin' run, dude. I frickin' threw. Okay, this is some good shit right here. This is some good ass stuff. Again, how did they do that screen warp with the sprites? Because if this is vanilla, then that means it's somehow possible. And I do want to know, because I want to make a level in my hack, which I actually finally... Are these things gonna fall? No. Are these things gonna fall? No. What was I saying now? Okay, this is gonna be... I don't think I like this. Why did I stand there? Why, Felix? Like, there's no excuse for that. I was like, I want the coin. Kind of forgot that it was an indicator. That's the 2 hours sleep Felix coming in clutch. A little like micro mini game is what it feels like there. Yeah, I mean, probably new #1. Probably. Because it doesn't beat out Calum Coast in terms of aesthetics. I doubt any level will. But in terms of gameplay, this is like a certified capital B banger, dude. This is awesome. Because they're doing exactly what I always like to complain about, where I'm like, the gimmick is cool, but I want them to do more. And frickin' the creator is like, I'll do it. I'll do it for Felix. I kind of wish that, like, we despawned stuff at the ending. Is that GG's? No. Okay, how did they do that? That has to be a different room, right? Like, the illusion of it has to be a different room. Retry? Okay, what do we got? Kill? Was I supposed to? I'm done. How did they... How? Fucking how, dude? How did they do that? How? How the fuck did they do that? What is this? This has... Like, how? That's all I gotta say is fucking how. Pardon my language, but... How is this enemy respawning? The key kind of makes sense, but why does that sprite respawn? Alright. Bravo, creator. That was... Like, that was the certified... That's why the industrial world is always the strongest world. This level alone... Like... As much as everyone loved Calum Coast and I love the aesthetics... Vanish Castle beats out the gameplay by a, like, football field mile, dude. The freaking whole 10 yard, 100 yard, 10 yard. I don't play football, sorry. So, yeah, just, like, it went from, okay, I kind of understand this, to fucking mind blown for the boss. How? Like, ECS 98, how did you do that? Like, I'm shook. I'm freaking shook at that ending. I just, like, I'm laughing because it's like, holy shit, how is this not top 10? Like, it's a disgrace that this isn't top 10. That's so good. Like, okay. Let's talk about the downside. So, again, with such an amazing level, I'm definitely nitpicking the smallest of things. In which case, it's... So, that one room with the springboard... The message box did say to get rid of all of the items, right? Springboard counts as a sprite, so... And also in the saw room, that, like, the saws are sprites as well, right? They probably adjusted the off-screen magic for that. But the springboard, they... Like, you know what I thought I had to do in that room? I thought the game was gonna make me do freaking key jumps, so I've been like, well, chat, time to pull an all-nighter with me, because no way I was gonna get that. And then the other downside is, again, it's just a personal thing, but the last room with the coin, I do wish that we brought back the whole Vanish gimmick for that, where we have to backtrack with the key. Maybe make it so I can't spin jump on stuff. Just do something, right? Instead of being like, enter the pipe as soon as you got the key, which, again, does make sense, because even though the room looked similar, it probably was just a copy and paste, and they removed the whole invisible block on top of the first door, right? So, I also am gonna hydrate. Thank you, Crispy Rice. My choice of drink today is actually iced tea. It's been a while since I had iced tea for my choice of drink. Normally it's just H2O. A little bit of sugar tonight. Whew. Yeah, that was, like, bravo, creator, because that was a good ass level, like, very good level. Because I was also wondering, how are they gonna spice up when all the enemies disappeared? They freaking added layer 2. They thought of everything. It's like, dude. It's like, I'm still just shook. I'm shook on how they did that boss. Which, by the way, not custom sprites, but there was edited boss, yeah, and there was another one. What was it? Red sprite block. There was a red sprite block in this level, right? No, actually. I'll shut up about that. You think I should add auto generator, because those enemies were freaking generating, man, somehow. I don't know how, but somehow they were. So ranking time, and like, to no one's surprise, first place. It's just like, the only thing that Calum Coast has it beat out on is the music and the aesthetics, but the gameplay freaking washes Calum Coast. Like, I am happy to give Vanish Castle first place, and honestly, it's gonna be a steep competition to dethrone Vanish Castle, because, like, yeah, the aesthetics, it wasn't anything custom other than the candles, right? So 7.5. Creativity, you get a 10. Playbill, you get a 10. Design. Do you get a 10 in design as well? Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? Should I be a Killjoy and say 9.5 because they didn't do the Vanish gimmick in the... No, it gets a 10 just because of the boss. Like, come on, dude. Alright, functionality, it loses half a point, and you know why? Because another downside of this level, again, nitpicking the smallest things, was that first on-off switch. There wasn't really an indication that it's like, hey, you have to press this, and boom, there's gonna be layer 2 over the spikes later on in that room. I'm talking about the first room, by the way, right? The design, like... I think you just get a 10. Like, I can't think of any reason to not give you a 10. Just the... like, the creativity and the design of this level was... like, whoosh, you know? I'm freaking shook. This level got me shook, so bravo again, ECS98. That was... like, bro cooked. Bro hella cooked. GG's. That was fun. Now I'm gonna do the classic Felix where we're gonna play like a normal level. It's gonna feel so much worse because it's like it's not as great as Vanish Castle. But we move on. Water level time. We got Reservoir, aka the Reservoir. I don't know why. Like, did they have to go Francois on us? Like, ha. French people, sorry. Okay, Le Reservoir by Blind Devil. This is a recognizable name. 14th place. Okay, industrialworld.jpg, dude. That's all I gotta see is freaking industrialworld.jpg. 14th place. Pardon my voice crack. Like, I'm having the time of my life right now. With a score of 80 flat out of 100, with judges' scores being 85, 70, 83, and 82. So, second judge, like, if the second judge gave it a 80, this probably would have beaten out Vanish Castle. I'll be the judge of that. Let's do it. Yo, title screen music. Now watch this. I mean, we'll listen to it at first. It's title screen music. Pretty hype. Oh, hello, Yoshi coin. Yoink. Alright, let's see. Let's see what makes this 14th, you know? Like, the reason why I'm making such a big deal and saying that the Industrial World is always the strongest worlds in a VLDC is because when we started out, I was not roasting, but I was telling everyone in chat, I was like, the Industrial World is always the most boring to me. Well, now that I'm ranking, it's become one of the better worlds. Alright, the switch you have just pushed has drained the water. Thank you for taking your precious time to read this entire message. See ya! Okay, so it's layer 3 magic. Yeah, that makes sense. Pretty cool idea on... Also, you got a different... Technically, this is a custom sprite because they changed Mario's outfit. I kind of like the color, though. Oh, I guess I'm a fan of blue. As if you couldn't tell from my blue visor. Alright. Okay, so as I was saying, yeah, I do know how they did this with the layer 3. It is a glitch in the original Super Mario World, but I want to see how they... Oh, hello, auto-scroller. Oh, we're getting the water back. Okay, I think we're gonna have, like, a wonderful stream ahead of us, ladies and gents. Oh, it doesn't... It doesn't stop. I thought it was. I got poor Mario drowned. Wah, wah. Okay, auto-scroller. Wherever it may be. Auto-scroller. All we need is pink to just get a bingo already. I'd be surprised to see pink in a industrial world, but that might just be me. Like, again, this is a not very known gimmick because I already have to give the creator credit because making a gimmick with the layer 3 water here is, like, it's just a glitch, right? normally you do that as a troll in just any hack, right? But the creator here decided to turn it into a level gimmick, so I'm like having a keen eye because I want to see how they did this. Or not how they did this, but I know how they did it, but I want to see how it frick. I'm just sorry, I'm just like faltering with my words because 2 hours sleep.jpg, which is why I started stream early, because I hope to go to bed early today. Ooh, that is, ooh, you know, just ooh, spicy meatball. I'm not counting that as a death before the midway because there's fish there, and I'm not saying I would have died to them, but there is a high probability that I could have. This dude moonwalking, what's going on? So yeah, we're gonna get more draining water gimmicks. Why am I Ice Mario? Oh! Damn frickin' water physics, dude. Making me swim too slow. Okay, we are gonna be draining the water. On this section is probably gonna be different, right? Yeah? You think this says anything? Yeah. I assume you already know what this switch does. So why are you losing your precious time reading this whole message? Go away. That's some mean, creator. Screw you. You're not better than Vanish Castle. No, boo-boo. Sorry. Okay, so this section kind of changed now. Oh, hello. I do not have a P-switch, but that's good to know. P-switch is in here, isn't it? And a Yoshi. Oh, wait, I think I see what's gonna happen. Why did I do that? I probably just raised a whole bunch of people's stress levels doing that. Screw you, dude. Frickin' split path moment. So yeah, it wants me to keep these throw blocks. And then, yeah, easy peasy. No, what I'm gonna do is go grab the moon first. Let's try not to die doing this. No. Nope. Okay, we gotta do this quickly. Cause I gotta grab the Yoshi coin. So boom. Fuck! I gotta grab the frickin' throwback. I gotta grab the throw block again. At least I don't gotta grab the not Yoshi coin, the moon again. I feel the reason why I'm a bit deflated after that is because I don't know, I feel like I got lucky bringing the throw block the first time. So, little fun fact, I actually kind of have a similar level like this, but not done in the way that Blind Devil, the creator of this level, did. Because my way is you're platforming and you have to dodge the message boxes. Because if you hit it, water's gonna go bye-bye, and that's basically the end of your run, right? Which, by the way, on the topic of it, I might publicly release my hack if people want to play it. I actually sent it to my friend, and he's been having fun with it, and it gave me motivation, and it's actually the main motivator why I started working on my hack again. I actually thought about maybe streaming it. Like streaming me working me working on my hack earlier today, right? But I was like, you know what, I kind of want a big hype stream to go along with the Discord release. Jeez. Anyway, auto-scrollers suck, by the way. So assuming that the ending was what's it called? Just over the, just like past the midway, grab the P switch and all that. I'm not saying this because we just played Vanish Castle, but it does make sense that it's only 2 sections, but they definitely should have done like 4 sections, for example. They should have made it so you had to bring the water back up multiple times instead of 2 times, right? And again, maybe I'm jumping to conclusions, right? Maybe this level is still gonna go, but I'm just making an assumption because, like, after the last Yoshi coin, it's like, well, guess that means we're almost done the level, right? That's just my way of thinking. Okay, hard part really isn't that bad. I don't know what I was stressing about. Alright, all the Yoshi coins in Moon. So let's finish this level. Can you imagine I died to that? Good thing we have the B switch, huh? Okay, it is the end. Alright, GG's. Again, I'm not saying because we played Vanish Castle, but they didn't do enough of the gimmick. But it is a cool gimmick, because again, never ever do you see the whole gimmick of you, quote-unquote, draining the water from a pretty known glitch from the original Super Mario World, right? And then kind of centering that around a level, right? So, not really. I mean, the downsides to me is definitely the auto-scrollers. Like, you know what would make more sense? If it was an on-off switch that we were raising the water, just to give it that storyline feel, right? Because how I saw it was we entered a pipe and the water was rising up. That's just layer 2 magic, right? And that looks nice, but if you're gonna have that storyline where we're bringing back the water, at least make it believable where we have to hit something to bring the water up instead of us just entering a pipe and boom, magic, the water's coming up, right? So, again, I'm mentioning that a lot because I like to think I have a very wild imagination, so I can easily picture storyline levels like that. So, and also the auto-scrollers are kind of eh. Like, I'm not saying because I died in them, but that Yoshi coin in the first auto-scroller is like little rough, because you already go pretty slow in the water, and the auto-scroller is pretty fast, right? Like, even the second time where I got the Yoshi coin, I freaking barely made it into the pipe. And all in all, it didn't feel like it because we spent quite a bit dying. This is kind of a short level if you think about it. So, again, maybe it's just bias after playing lovey-dovey Vanish Castle, but Le Reservoir was not my forte, right? Because I think this could have been something bigger, right? Instead of just us draining the water twice. Maybe they did that because there's only two unique message boxes per level, but in my defense, that first message, you could reuse it for multiple message boxes, so that's not an excuse. I think it was just a lack of effort from the creator to do it more than twice. Like, you do it 3 times, do it 4 times. Have a section where I'm not supposed to hit the blocks, otherwise I die. That could have been something, right? But no, it was kind of just basically two roundabouts, right? Where we did a circle around the first half and another circle in the second. Like it's a roller coaster, right? So, decent gimmick, but cliche Felix didn't do enough for it to be satisfactory. It did feel like a solid level. I don't really like the off-screen secrets too. Maybe you're able to see it when you have to go press the switch blocks, but not switch blocks, but to drain the water, right? So, Like, I'm not feeling the same thing I did with Vanish Castle, even though these are only 3 placements apart from each other. And also, the creator message boxes were mean, dude. Tell me to go away? It's not very cash money. I think this automatically gets top 20. It's a case of it's better than everything else. Like, it's not better than Term Kalo or any of these. Even Deep Deluge was a better water level than Reservoir. You could argue that this was a water level, right? I think it gets 17th. I'm thinking of moving Timber Tower up, because the only issue was the time. But the level was kind of banger. You know what? I will. Because I absolutely think that Timber Tower is better than those 3 levels. Despite the time issue. Because it was a bad one, right? But the level, like the stats, back it up, right? So now, Le Reservoir gets 18th. Yes. So I'm looking at everything else. And yeah, like you can see with all the extra notes, right? That like Buster Query, Yoshikoin Room, Frozen Way, in my opinion, is a better level, but the extra note says otherwise, alright? Does it move up? Because it was a short level. It just gets 18th. Maybe in the run back, which is actually coming up sooner than you think, chat. The speedrun segment of VLDC. So the Reservoir. Reservoir. Oh my god. It's 18th. So the aesthetics, title screen music, and it did feel a little industrial feeling, right? But I think you just automatically get an 8.5. I can't think of, 8 because of off screen. Screw it, I'll give you 8.5. I think it was good enough. I was more else focused on the level than I was the background. Creativity, you may have swooned the judges, but not me. So I'm gonna give you an 8. Because yeah, you do use a very like unique gimmick that no one's ever used before. But if you like used it more in this level, then yeah, this absolutely would have been a top 10 level in my opinion. But the fact that you didn't is a little lackluster. The design, again, it really is just 2 loop-de-loops, right? Where we're starting at the bottom, then we go up, we hit a block, then we redo the bottom section, enter a pipe, and then repeat for the second half, right? So I'll give you a 7.5, I guess. Playability, I don't think it deserves an 8, because in my opinion, I think it was just a little, like, you know what, you deserve an 8, I think. Like, it's just my bias, but I have to look at the big picture. I think people would enjoy this level. I just so happen to be one of the ones that hasn't really, and maybe it's because I had a pretty meh run, which is why I'm saying see you in the run back for the second redemption. Alright, functionality, there's one big thing I want to mention. So you may have not noticed, but at the ending where we have to press the P switch, so if you lose the throw block, because that's the only thing that you can use to hit the block with, right? You could technically use the Goombas. So now I'm thinking about it, you could technically break this level, right? I gotta play the level again. I do have to check something. You could totally bring Like, not these Goombas, but there's Goombas in the water. You could definitely bring it with you and skip the entire second auto-scroller, I want to say. Yeah, drain the water. Like, you had the setup with the message box where you could get away with having that message box play a couple of times, right? Now there was Goombas in the second half, right? Heck, you can even grab this one. Let's just try not to lose it. As I lose it. I was scared it was gonna wake up and heal me. But I believe there's some more in this. Yeah, there's literally Goombas here. So I think this level is breakable. Because if you go... That's still fine. Yeah, like grab one of these. Hold still. Grab this. And you can, like, as long as I hurry up. Okay, there's even more Goombas there. There is totally... Okay, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I'm not collecting a midway. Because I just want to see... Because this will matter for the ranking, in my opinion. Because this is technically a semi-big break, in my opinion. I forgot we had to drain the water. Okay, so it might not be possible. No, hold on. Hold on, dude. I gotta check. No, I need to check. It's a lot of work, but I think this is gonna matter. Okay, no layer 2. Like, okay, sure, you have the fish, but you could definitely get rid of it. Like, boom. No, okay, so they probably added the fish on purpose, but you could definitely bring a... Oh, okay, never mind. You need the water. You need the water because unless, like, Nerd Emoji, grab the P-switch, you collect only this coin right here, and then you jump from here to up there. It is a break, but I'm going to consider it on my bingo card here. Where is it at? Break. But I'm not going to penalize it because the creator made an attempt to stop you from cheesing the level, right? Like, they thought ahead, so I have to give them credit for that. But still, functionality gets like a 7. Because auto-scroller is eh. The fish are pretty RNG. There's a lot of RNG checks in this level. Maybe that's why I'm not a fan of it. So it doesn't move. In fact, if it did have the break, it probably wouldn't move a spot still. Like, it's that decently solid enough to stay at 18th. So GG's. So moving right along. This is a very busy submap, is it not? Like, I'm kinda having trouble telling what are levels and what are not. Like, okay, you got level here. Then you're gonna... Okay, it goes left. So there's probably something here. Level here, level here. And like, what's through the pipe, right? Okay, up we go. What do we got? We got level entry by Flabort. Okay, so there's another... Ow! Sorry, just readjusting my chair. Again, I still got a messed up back, so please bear with me. Okay, so as I was saying, I'm gonna do a quick... I did not press A. There was another level called level entry. So if there's 2 level entries, what I have to do is... I think it's here, right? Yeah. So what I'm doing is... Because I did this during an OLDC, where, you know, sometimes the creators just don't bother with a level name, right? So then it defaults to level entry. So how I differentiate the level entry levels is, so for example, level entry is, where is it at? 39th. So what I'm doing is a level entry and then in brackets get the fish, because I can't have two separate ranking levels called level entry, right? I gotta check the difference, right? So now we can go back to the industrial world. Just decided to touch grass a little bit, right? Never not a gamer. You know, touch grass at least once a year. Okay. So back to the ghost house. So yeah, level entry by Flabort. This is 93rd place. So this is... So we have 101st, 11th, 14th, and 93rd. Talking about freaking... like a not ricochet, like a rickety rack, whatever. I'm being stupid. 93rd place out of 111 with a score of 46 flat out of 100, with judges' scores being 45, 51, 55, and 33. Shoutouts to the 4th judge. Let's do it. I'm liking all these levels that have oh, Banner from VLDC 8, my beloved dude. What I'm gonna do, by the way, once I'm done with every VLDC, I'm gonna make my own tier list on how I think every VLDC ranks by themselves, alright? This is a very spacious level. You already know the moon's gonna be somewhere, like, off-screen. Got a lot of switch blocks. It's kind of making the Sky World feel a little empty in comparison. Because we played like 4 levels in a row that didn't have, don't kill me, that didn't have Yoshi coins or moons or anything. It was just beat the level. It's like, well, fine. I was trying to spin. That was embarrassing. I'll check it after, Crispy Rice. But I look forward to it. Thank you for joining, by the way. Thank you for being technically the first person, because there's me and then my other friend, who I made a mod. Because I actually, like, huge shoutouts to them, because he helped me with, like, bug fixes in the Discord to make sure that nothing was buggy. And at first there was, so I spent a long time troubleshooting. And I told him, I was like, you don't have to stay here, right? And he's like, I'll stick around. So, boom. Oh, I can fly through this. Oh wait, should I? Okay, I'm still not holding down. I do need to buy a new controller, by the way. I do plan on buying it Friday. Friday or on the weekend. Because again, I bought a pack of 2, like a box that came with 2 SNES controllers. So then I used the first one, which is the one I'm using now, right? Maybe 7 days in, the down D-pad started to wear down. So I was like, okay, fine. This was, I think, last stream or the stream before. I was like, okay, fine. I'm going to use the backup controller, right? The freaking backup controller lasted like 10 minutes. And the D-pad was incredibly screwed. Like, that's how freaking shitty it was, right? Like, I was pissed, dude. Oh my... Crispy Rice, I just saw what she said. Okay, I gotta put it on the stream. Except I don't know where I gotta put it. Yo, Dogfather! Freaking... You know what? I should use that for the grassland outfit. Hey, how are you, dog father? That's not cool, dude. Yeah, so originally the Discord was just gonna be for my lovely loyal viewers, but you know what? I'll make it, what's it called? Public. Because again, it's lurker friendly, and the whole Discord is the point in annoying the hell out of all the people that join, so I'm gonna be, like, I even put in the rules that it's like, be ready to be at everyone every time I go live, chat. No, it's completely fine, Crispy Rice. I freaking love it. I love any kind of fan art. It seriously warms my heart, because I'm like, I made it, dude! I'm a role model! I missed you a lot, too, Dogfather. I hope everyone had a good weekend. Again, sorry that, like, Sunday I just got home late and went to bed. And then Monday I just worked on the Discord, so I didn't even bother streaming. So here we are today. I feel bad that I'm not really talking about this level. This is a giant-ass level. Like, we're most definitely gonna have to play this a couple of times. Kind of like Industrial Desert. Oh, nice, dude. That's a blind pit moment. Technically, right? I should just call it blind jump. Did I get a midway? Okay, I did. So the moon is right here, right? Like, I just gotta jump across these. I stupidly jumped into it. But no, I absolutely love it, Crispy Rice. Here, you know, I could be a sellout. If anybody else wants to look at it, join the newly built Discord. It's in the pinned comment, by the way. Okay, Oh, that was a tight jump. Alright, I got the moon. Hopefully, god damn it. You know what, at least I don't have to collect the moon again. Freaking, that's the second time that, like, I do appreciate this level for being very, very spacious. Now, only if you want, Crispy Rice. I try to make a whole butt ton of channels to suit everybody's possible needs. Ah! Okay. Good thing we don't have the red switch, huh? I feel like some parts would have been unironically harder with it. I nearly, basically, like, jumped out of my skin. But yeah, there's still, like, I added a lot of stuff to this server, right? Like, there's roles, there's a suggestion channel if you want to suggest anything to the stream or Discord or likewise. Holy crap. And there's still some stuff. I see that. I don't have the red switch, though. I do want to check it out. Yeah, this is a very... I'm not saying action-packed, but it's basically a maze, right? I can't go up that way. Alright. So that's 4 Yoshi coins accounted for. I assume this is the ending. So unlike Industrial Desert, nice, literally unchanged right here. This is straight out of freaking Super Mario World. It's fine though, but that's a copy and paste moment, right? Straight up copy and paste. Oh. GG's, but we gotta run it back. Because again, I feel like we just scratched the surface of this level. There's just so much. Definitely the quantity over quality, in my opinion. I'm just gonna reset. Like, good on you, creator, for not making it so I can't skip over your level, but did it have to be spikes? So you do know where one Yoshi coin is. I bet you anything there's gonna be another one. Maybe in the beginning here. So you know how I feel about excessive switch blocks. This level has way too much. Way too much, my guy. Oh my god. I'm shook because I don't know where else I'm supposed, or I do know where else I'm supposed to look, but it's not like I have an indication of where I've been and where I haven't been yet. So the level is big. Okay, I haven't been up here because I remember this staircase. See, like there's a frickin' another level up there. I don't know if I've been up there. That's the thing. I do like me exploration, but this is a little much. Oh, there it is. Okay, you really have to feather up there. Okay, this is definitely gonna play into the finalized rankings. That there's a whole lot of stuff that's locked behind the Switch Palace blocks, which, like, it's like that Simpsons meme. Don't make me tap the sign on why Switch blocks in VLDC levels make no sense. Because, like, if you're new here, the TLDR is all these levels are their own hacks. So, if it weren't for this collaboration, there's no way we were gonna hit the Switch Palaces, right? Effectively making most of the collectibles in this level most likely impossible to get. Because that first Yoshi coin is definitely, you need a feather to get up there. Maybe you can spin jump on a Boo. What am I doing? I know where the last Yoshi coin is. Yeah, so this one, literally, you need the red switch, otherwise you take a hit here, right? Like, that's not really fuego, in my opinion. And the ending's right here, so the more I think about it, this is a pretty short level. It's just one big-ass room, right? Is what this level is. It's a very spacious level. Oh, sorry, just stretching. Oh. Hourly checkup. Hopefully you're enjoying this stream. It is awesome to see 6 viewers. Yes, people are appreciating my silly costumes. Even though, again, the Industrial World one is a little stupid. But I'd like to think, so the last 3 worlds after this is the Fire World, the Abstract World, and the Best Ranked Levels World. So, the Fire World is I'm talking about the costumes. The Fire World is a meme. The Abstract one I'm actually excited to do. So stay tuned for that. And then the Best Ranked Levels World, you can probably guess what the costume's gonna be based on that description. So, anyway, level entry by Flabort. It's one gigantic room with switch blocks up the ass, which normally it's fine-ish, but the fact that technically 2 collectibles are impossible to get without those Switch Palace blocks. Like, okay, the last one, you could just take an intentional hit to get it, right? But the first Yoshi coin absolutely requires, unless the normal question mark blocks give you a feather somewhere, but all the ones that I hit gave us a fire flower instead, so that makes me think that it's impossible in that regard, and that's kind of a big no-no. At least the level wasn't impossible to beat without the Switch Palace blocks. However, I think it does matter in this case because the level itself was just fine. Like, they had a little mashup with castle enemies and ghost house enemies, but they really just played it as a sandbox, right? They generated a big-ass room, they filled out every spot possible, and called it a day. So unlike Industrial Desert, where it felt satisfying, because like it was little paths that I had to take, right, to get to certain collectibles. Level entry felt like I got locked in a big ass mansion, and the mansion only has one room in it, and I have to find all the keys in the big room that has like no furniture, little to no furniture. So sorry, Flabort, this is a pretty just boring level. I'll say it straight up. It's pretty boring. So does it join all the other boring levels down here? Yes. And I think I know exactly where I'm gonna put it, which is just under Silver Sky. Even Silver Sky, a freaking auto-scroller, is better. Is Boney Basin even better? No. Yeah, all these are better up here, because at least despite their problems, they had their shining parts. Like, no offense to Flabort, there was no upside to this level. Like, the only upside I could think of, which kind of counteracts the problems I said about this level, is I like the exploring. But again, like, for the first run, I was kind of just talking about the Discord server instead of the level, because there's not really much to talk about the level. Like, there was just it wasn't randomly placed sprites and blocks, but there's no clear indication what this level's trying to do. There's no main gimmick, right? So that said, it gets 60th because of the switch blocks. Because again, it wouldn't matter if it was a really good level, but it does matter because this is a pretty just, like, it's a level that exists, right? Like, maybe even Boney Basin would be better, but I think level entry at least had the enemies to back up the rankings. So the aesthetics, the music was banger, but nothing changed other than that. So 7.5. Creativity, just a 7. Playability gets a 6.5. I'm sorry. Design gets a 4 because it's just a big ass room. And functionality, do have to give the level credit. There was no sprite limitations, even though it felt like there was a lot of enemies. Unless I didn't see the sprites that despawn. So I guess it's that case of it gets a 10 because it's just a boring level. A boring level equals a 10 in functionality. So it's almost like it's better if you get a 9.5 or a 9. So GG's. Again, maybe these levels would be better in the run back, right? So moving on, where does this left one go? Oh, so it just, okay, so it just connects in a little circular triangle right here. So we got Mecha Mountain, M&M, dude. I like M&Ms. Mecha Mountain by FerpyMcFrosting, 58th place. We got the frickin' saw noise back. That's gonna be annoying when we have to rank the level. So 58, with a score of 63.25 out of 100, with judges' scores being 77, 54, 65, and 57. That's quite divided, isn't it? Now we double. Where's it at? Anything else? No. Let's get this noise out of here, right? We're gonna have to listen to it enough when we rank the level. Oh, dude? How would Dino Dance 2? This is... What the fuck? This is a banner! What? Also, how is this not a Mountain World level? Dude. I'm sorry I had to pause it, but I gotta do this. I like that song. Almost don't want to talk and just listen to the music. Honestly, all I gotta say is based industrial world. Oh, that's not solid. Okay. I hope there was nothing underneath us. I like the mossy feel of this level. So, yeah, that's definitely moss. That was Felix moment. Oh, custom sprites. Do I have custom sprites? I do. Right, these are technically custom because they're not the original time platforms. They got a little makeover. Midway. Alright, so far decent level, but like goated ass music. Like, I'm not gonna shut up because this music is a banner, dude. I freaking love it. Cute section. You know what I want to say? VLDC 11 reminds me of VLDC 8 a lot. That seems like all of the music that I grew fond of, which is why I fell in love with VLDC 8, and also it's because it was the first VLDC that I played. But I'm getting VLDC 8 vibes from VLDC 11, and that's a good thing, and mostly good thing. Mostly. Okay, where do I have to go? Up here? Oh, I kind of want that. Do I need a shell? Oh no, there's just a vine there. Stupid. Yeah, this definitely feels more mountain than I mean, it is called Mecha Mountain, for gosh sakes. Oh, well, I guess Mountain Run had too many levels already. Cute. Oh, saw the ending. Oh, that was like, put me on the hot seat, dude. On the spicy seat. You know, I want to hear the song sped up. See what it sounds like. I'm gonna do a little bit of a hand stretch. Ow. Alright. 103, 102, 101, and speed up. It doesn't even get ruined by the speed up. Alright, that was a honestly pretty lackluster level. Thank you for the hydrate, Dogfather. I have a little bit of iced tea left. And now my iced tea is finished. Womp womp. Alright. All I could say is probably the best song in this VLDC. That was, like, honestly, let's freaking listen to that instead of listening to while I rank this level. As long as nothing kills me in the beginning. Alright. So Mecha Mountain has... The level felt very VLDC 6-esque. And the reason why I'm saying that is, again, the best ranked levels rolled from VLDC 6 was like 60 or 70% of levels consisted of line guide rides and saws. And that's what this level kind of was. It was mostly platforming, and then like a bunch of think fast sections, but all in all, if you think about it, there was a lack of enemies in the first half, and just overall, it felt more else just watch out for the spikes and like don't fail to jump, right? And sure, it is a vertical level, so sprite limitation gets a bit wonky when it comes to that, so I don't know, all I can think of is good ass music, dude. But the level itself was just fine. Like, it's just a mid-level at the end of the day. Do I even have a group of mid-levels? Maybe right here. No, even these levels had some issues. Maybe here? I don't know. I think right here is where all my mid-levels are at. So does it join the group? Let's look at everywhere else, because the platforming was decently fun, but again, I felt like I was more else just talking about the music than the actual level. And like, again, now that I'm talking about the level, it's like, yeah, there wasn't really enemies in this level. I feel like most of the danger was from the spikes around the level. So, I mean, where's Altair at? Yeah, Altair is here. It probably goes under Altair, because Altair at least had a pretty action first half. I feel like Mecha Mountain had the entire level lacking of enemies. It's better than Grandma's Paradise. Don't know about Frozen Grassland, though. I feel like it's unfair to compare Mecha Mountain to Altair. I will say that the gameplay is better than Altair. So let me see Cloudcracker Ruins. You know what that level is, actually? It's another line guide ride level in the Sky World, I'm pretty sure. So let's go check real quick. But there was 2 ruin levels. So I think it was this one, right? Yeah. Is Cloudcracker Ruins better? It did have some issues. It did have some issues compared to Mecha Mountain. Okay, level entry, that I know, but Vanilla Valley I have to check. Where the hell is Vanilla Valley at? I think that was the Snow World? I think? Let's check. Vanilla Valley. This one, right? No. Oh, this one. Okay, I remember this one. Maybe Mecha Mountain does get a higher score than I thought. Okay, it's not better than Nook if you chuck or Sky Castle. I'm gonna say Vanilla Valley is better. And Mecha Mountain is better than all of these here. So 39th. Because level entry... You know what? No. Level entry does beat it out because it did have a pretty action-packed level. Even if the gimmick wasn't really a gimmick. And Mecha Mountain had a gimmick, but not enough enemies. So I'm gonna put here. So the aesthetics... Music was good. The aesthetics were well designed. You get a 9. Absolutely. Creativity... Again, at the end of the day... Like, you take off your 3D glasses, it's just a normal level. So 7.5. Playability, 7.5. Design... I actually like the design, so I'll give it an 8. And functionality? I don't think I remember anything wrong with this level, so 10. So, it's honestly a what could have been level to me. Why did I get a... Okay. So moving on. Yeah, let's get rid of this grinder sound, right? Moving on. We got Greystone Grotto, G&G by Centipede. Bro. 12... Okay, so we played... Let me recheck. 11th. 14th, and now 12th. And 13th place was Shrine of Souls back in the beach world. All in just the industrial world, dude. Are you crazy? Like, are you mad? Well, Greystone Grotto by Centipede. 12th place with a score of 80.75 out of 100. So Vanish Castle beats it out by nearly 2 whole points. Oh my god. Okay, with judges' scores being 80... No, I'm looking at the wrong one. Judges' scores being 89, 69, 86, and 79. That second judge, once again, really hurting this level's rankings. Let's do it. Hey, vanilla level. Maybe it's a good omen because Vanish Castle was mostly vanilla. Oh, do I need that? Gimme. Get out of here, dude. Gimme. Oh, I have to jump here, right? And we go from banner music to just normal music. But, you know, it's fine. Oh! What's not fine is, I noticed that down there. Oh, I had to survive. I will survive! Oh, yeah! You'll never get karaoke from me. Ever again. Oh, wait, I gotta lure you over here. Bye. Where is it landing? Oh, okay, at least they added the red sprite blocks. Which, by the way, red sprite block. So close to a bingo. But, ain't gonna... I almost just got penciled, dude. Is there anything up here? No, but I had to do a little bit of a surviving from... Okay, so I'm noticing the gimmick that it's, like, little bit of WarioWare where we have to, like, sudden minigame, go! Objective, survive. Don't even know how I managed that. Oh my god, my jump didn't come out, so I panicked like crazy there. I like that, actually. The freaking lava lotus, like, changes its attack depending where you stand. Alright, this is a cute level so far. Hoping it does something more, though. Hey, Greystone Grotto really loves their conveyor belts, huh? That looks like layer 2, right? Yep. Yepers. Oh, gotta go. Why didn't you jump? Why were you jumping, dude? I don't know if I wanna know if there's something at the top there. This is like as vanilla. What the heck? As vanilla as I could get. Why did I skip over this one? Am I stupid? Yes. Yes, I am. Back at the start. How much you want to bet the midway was? Was right there. Right over the jump. Why didn't get us a bingo? Sorry, I was just looking at my bingo card. On my other monitor. Yeah, this reminds me of like old school level design contests, right? But I gotta admit, getting 12th place with just, like, don't get me wrong, I do love my custom graphics and custom music, but like, even if it doesn't have the custom music and custom sprites, like, for God's sakes, we have freaking Vanish Castle as a comparison. It didn't have, you know, flashy lights and good music. It was just as vanilla as can be, and that thing got freaking first place by a hot while. Like, I don't want to say it wasn't close, but it was not close between Calum Coast and Vanish Castle. Like, I still think Calum Coast is the GOAT of aesthetics. Like, just across all the VLDCs. I'll be honest, I didn't even notice that. That one pedal. Oops. struggling, dude. It's a hard level. maybe it's the whole gimmick of just having to wait for stuff like here. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna wait. Controller moment. I was not pressing down, so I just jumped straight up. Excuses, excuses, Felix. Which I say sure. So while I play through this again, anyone looking forward to Christmas? I gotta do my Christmas shopping this weekend. So I'm gonna be, like, doing an entire day of just shopping. I'm gonna be a broke boy. But I already started on mine, and thankfully I'm not almost done, but it's definitely something I could just get done in one day, right? Okay, let's try not to die. I don't have to hit all these blocks. I'm pretty sure I could just hit, yeah, like those three, and then and then thread the needle, apparently, like a stupid idiot. There we go. You know, power up. Yeah, I keep scrolling to the right. That means that, like, I'm hoping that a 12th place level would have a midway somewhere in this level. Man, kind of like the gimmick. It's simple level design, but very effective. As Potiboo's got stuck. I almost got baited that time. I was like, okay, the Thwimp's not gonna jump right away. And boom shakalaka, it did. And I say, screw you, Thwimp. That's why you're a wimp. Kind of like me. On God, for real, for real. Still don't know what's up with that pokey there, but I'm just gonna let these pass. Thank you very much. I'm in no rush. At least I hope not. Eh. That's not layer 2? Okay. That's kind of cool. Like, simple designing, right? Why do I feel like there's gonna be a hidden Yoshi coin there? I'm just gonna go. I'm unironically running out of time. Midway! Yeah, this is simple but effective level design right now. Putting the LC... No, the DC and VLDC. Sorry, not LC. Stupid. Why's it all crunched up together? Oh, more layer 2. Oh! Okay, sorry. I was like, damn. Also, I don't know if these blocks here are custom or not. Didn't I... Wait, what? Didn't I do this already? It's gonna take me back to the midway. What? Wait, what? Call the ref. Where am I supposed to go? No, seriously, what the hell? That was all for the Yoshi coin, or was I meant to go backwards? I am confused. Okay, I bet you anything because we raised this, something is gonna change back here. If it does, that's gonna be pretty cool. Unless... Is that Spike Raft gonna spawn in again? I'm gonna say no. Okay, yeah, something's gonna lift up here. Okay. So we're just... I guess this is all new stuff. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense why the Pokey was there, right? Don't you... Is this gonna lift as well? Nope. That pipe wasn't there before. Alright, that's actually really cool. Okay, you know what? I'm starting to like this level. Like, it's clicking. I don't like this section, though. Eeh! Okay. Just the delivery of the mushroom sent me over, dude. Unironically. Pretty cool level. That's solid. Okay. That's all you say is, okay, I guess I messed up. Oh, I gotta lean back. And yes, I finally went for my appointment. Not today, yesterday. I gotta go for another test Thursday. Just test on top of test, on top of test, on top of test. Thank God I graduated already, because if I keep failing these tests, I'm not failing them. They're tests. Test to check up on me and etc. etc. And I'm dead. And I'm not dead. Holy crap! Those like great platforms that sink must last a lot longer than I think. I am appreciative about that. Don't like the Bowser statues being... Those coins weren't there before. That's weird. Wonder how they get the Potaboo stuck like that, by the way. Guess that's a case of wonder how they did that. See how it sticks there, and then when they go into lava, then they become a threat. Like, it's the simple design, but it's effective for it to be like, yeah, this level... It feels cool, and it plays pretty cool. That's not cool, though. What are we doing here? Still watching out for the Yoshi coins. Or another survive. Yo, that's gonna lift the Bowser statues, right? No, I want to find out! No! I'm mad about that. Something, the Bowser statues are inconsistent. Just call it a skill issue, Felix. Alright. I bet you anything, if this level did have, like, custom anything, then I would have been like, this level is fucking awesome. It's still really good, though, like... It's just, again, solid just design. Like, very solid. So it's not necessarily custom, but it's stuff I've never seen done in this quite way before. So, like, all I can think of is, imagine if this level was an old school level design contest. Probably would have taken home the freaking gold, dude. You know, I just realized that I think there's a Yoshi coin past that pipe. If I die again, I should check. I would say that the only thing I don't like about this level is the seemingly inconsistencies in some parts. Like the Bowser statues for one, and the Potaboos for another, ironically enough. Those things are gonna get lifted, right? See? Simple but effective level design. It's just like, it's got that charm to it. I think so too. Like, it's 12th place officially ranked, but what happened to Bowser statues? Heyo! I'm always happy to see that. Layer 2 Yoshi coin, dude. Let's freaking go. How am I gonna get it, though? Oh, this looks... Ooh, okay, this is, yeah, that's... Maybe I should do it when it's coming down instead of going up. I'm probably stupid in that regard. Okay, I gotta remind myself, don't enter the pipe, go check after the pipe. See if there's a Yoshi coin. I don't know if I'm just being a bad gamer or this level is legit hard, but I can't believe I'm struggling this much on it. But I am, like, I'm super down for it. I think when we get to the rankings, this is gonna be easily top 10 in my list. Like, it's just... It's kind of just peak design without the custom graphics and all that. Like, no offense, it's no Vanish Castle, but it's It's got that charm to it. Okay, so now let's go this way. Ugh! Mash Mash Revolution. Ah! Ha, ha! Good thing I totally died, dude. Yeah, I totally did that on purpose. Yeah, like sometimes those Pota boosts come down, but like that time they didn't, right? So that's what I'm talking about, that there's seemingly inconsistencies in some parts. I think I'm dead. I'm not. I went really early. Okay, let's not mess this up. Like, if I'm dying a lot, Felix, that means this level is legit hard. I still like that. Like, the fact that, again, it's like WarioWare, right? It's like, objective survive. And then, after a certain amount of surviving, you just win. I'd respawn them. I was like, can I somehow cheese it where, like, I despawn them? Yeah, you could deadass just despawn them. This is scary, dude. You know what? At least I don't have to get the Yoshi coins again, right? I could just beat the level now. I know I said to do it when it was coming down, but I saw the cycle when it was coming down, and I think I was... like, the same outcome would have happened, that I was gonna die committing to the Yoshi coin. But yeah, like, the fact that this section here got me good, and the fact that it's like, wait a second, am I going back through the same way? And no, it changed up a bit, and unironically, I'm gonna say the cliche Felix of how the heck did they do that, because if you notice when we were going on the left, like starting from the right and going to the left, we did activate some layer 2, so that makes me wonder, how did some layer 2 not activate the second time around? Hey, that's pretty cool. Yeah, you could call it a skill issue all you want in this room. I'm trying to think of how it could have been better. And like the only thing that's coming to mind are coin indicators, and even then the coin indicators wouldn't have been that useful. And while we literally have coin indicator right there. I did not slide again. Shucks almighty, dude. Gonna be stuck on this level for quite a while, huh? Didn't not realize it was gonna be the type of level that I'm gonna be freaking stuck on for a couple of minutes. Just gotta get good, I guess. I gotta master the timing of the freaking stomping sections. Wait, don't go too fast or too slow. You die either way. Well, not if you're too slow. At worst, you just have to wait another cycle. Like, sure, I guess these parts where, you know, you're so tempted to jump ahead, but then you realize that you have to wait until the rest of the platforms show up. Sure, that's a problem in itself, but I mean, I said it like 7 times. I'm gonna say it again. It's just really solid level design. There's no ifs and buts about it. You don't know how tempted I was to... So yeah, there was an RNG check, right, with the Bowser statues. So that's another thing I didn't really like. So sure, there's some inconsistencies in this level. That's... okay. That was something. Bye. Like, I'm also paranoid. Are the freaking yeah, the Potaboos do come back down eventually. Did I despawn them? Nope. Oh gosh. Freaking flame wall, dude. Okay, hardest part right here. Boom. Let me guess. Ending, right? Yeah. Yeah. Did I didn't realize. Did I get hit by Podoboo at all in this level? I don't think I did. It was just the Bowser statues in flames, right? Maybe someone will confirm for me. Please? Anyway, GG's. Yeah, that was just a solid level. I did start to lose the charm at the end, but get good, Felix, is all I gotta say to myself, is get good. Mad 'cause bad. So, yeah, with the first half, I ain't gonna lie, with the first half, it was feeling a little like, I don't see how this is 12th, this seems a bit too simplistic. And then the second half with the layer 2, again, throwback to when I was talking about layer 2, that once you get layer 2 involved, the creativity is endless, and case in point, right? Because Greystone Grotto really went not all the way, but they definitely did something unique with the layer 2, and it clicked for me. The only downside is, again, maybe I was playing stupid, but definitely an issue on the consistency issues in terms of the Bowser statues and the platforms, because, like, again, it's tempting because you just want to jump on them, and it's like, oh wait, the cycle of the, you know, the layer 2 stomping down is not even done, right? It didn't even get started on the second part of the layer 2, right? So, I mean, it's probably gonna be top 10 because I cannot deny the fact that this is a banger. This is a certified banger. It's like Petroleum Pipeline is another banger level. Primary Pipes as well. Skyway Sanctum. So, hot take. This is top 10 because it beats out all 3 of these. But I think that's it. I don't think it beats out Petroleum Pipeline. And especially not hide-and-seek items. Or, okay, you know what? Let me reiterate. So, it's definitely not top 6. Top 6 is a cut above the rest. It's better than Bramble Climb and Deep Deluge and, like, all of these, right? So, where does it go between these two? Not Skyway Sanctum. Design was great. Consistency issues. Solid level with some doo-doo jumps, but pretty... not creative gimmick, but the ways they use the gimmick is creative. Hide-and-seek items feels more family-friendly. Is it weird to say that? But the moon in that level, there's a reason why there is the extra note. I mean, to be fair, screw the last Yoshi coin in this level, Greystone Grotto. So... okay, so my reasoning, I know where I'm gonna rank it. My reasoning for this is Greystone Grotto really does do it justice that this is a vanilla design contest. So how I'm saying that is hide-and-seek items is a very fun and like family-friendly level, right? But from a platforming and just like gameplay point of view, it's not a platforming level, right? It's just it's like a mini game level. So that's my reasoning for Greystone Grotto to get 7th place. Because it's just a good ass level. Like design 9, not a freaking 9.5 or 10 because of the layer 2 section did feel, again, blame on a skill issue, but to me it felt like, you know, I don't see the vision. The aesthetics, like, it's a 7 because it's as basic. You know what, 7.5 because as vanilla as it was, they did capture the storyline of, you got the railings, you got like the chains, and it's lifting up the stones, right, from out of the lava. So, there's my imagination going. Creativity, definitely a 9. There was really cute setups. 9.5? The conveyor parts were cool, but I'm gonna throw in the little bit of shade that there's a reason why it's not really done, because it's just slow. But I did like it gets a 9.5 because you have the layer 2 in that room after the midway, where I don't know how they separated one layer 2 from the other layer 2. I think that's really cool. Playability, I think this gets an 8.5 because I bet you anything the reason why the second judge gave it a low score is because of the difficulty. And functionality, it gets an 8 because the Bowser statues are pretty jank, but just like that, we got frickin' 2 levels in the top 10, and we played how many levels in the frickin' industrial world now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Frickin' 6. 2 out of the 6 levels are 2 new top 10s. And I'm like, swear to God, I'm not doing this on purpose to hype up the ongoing theme of the industrial world across all the VLDCs are the strongest worlds. Okay? Okay. So I guess only one way to go is through this pipe. Where are we going? Oh, so we spawn up here. I guess that makes sense. So we got Ambrose Asylum by Blizzard Buffalo. We got frickin' double, dude. A&A and B&B. 56th place out of 111. That's pretty close down the middle. That's like basically down the middle, right? And with a score of 63.75 out of 100, with judges' scores being 77, 68, 60, and 50. Started high and kind of went down on a downward slope with the judges. Let's do it. Yo, what more freaking banner music? Welcome to Ambrose Asylum. Enjoy your visit and don't get buzzsawed by your dirty deeds. That's probably a reference I'm not getting, isn't it? Whoa! Okay, that's what they meant. Watch out for the frickin' saws. Okay, we got frickin' more banger music, dude. I'm just gonna say it straight up, the industrial world is the best world across all the VLDCs. The industrial world went, like, frickin' 3 for 3 or even 4 for 4. It's good-ass music again, dude. What the heck are these supposed to be? Lights? They're, like, frickin' funny. Oh, where the... Oh, wait, I gotta climb this. Is that 1F0 or... No, that's just... Oh, God! No! What am I doing? Oh, my God! I'm frickin' was focused on nothing, dude. Just focused on these lights. You don't need these many lights in an asylum. Gonna have to put me in an asylum, dude. Good old back and forth. It sounds like a rock song, and to be honest, I don't like rock all that much, but I fucking love this song, and this is what I like. Doo-dee-doo, doo-dee-doo. Trust the coins? Ah! Okay. Wonder if you could somehow grab onto that. What's the world with the lava? You saw that? I mean, you can't see it right now! Fuck! I saw a platform in the top left there and I got distracted. I wanted to see what was up there. What, can I climb the building? No. Freaking invisible wall moment. Oh! That was risky, by the way, because those, like, conveyor stairs, sometimes they just crouch you, and sometimes they let you butt slide. Ah! I'm not holding down, dude. Stop. But, like, yeah, so when it comes to industrial worlds... Sorry, I thought that Saw wasn't there the previous run. When it comes to industrial worlds, I think at first I said it was boring just because it's like, oh, it's just castle levels. I don't like that. But, like, since then, the design of the levels have been great. The music has been unironically goated. It's like, I'll shut my mouth now, right? As he shuts his mouth. I don't know, just trying to get back to where I started. Or not started, but last left off. Okay, I gotta figure out how I'm going to get above these blocks here. Okay, so that's where the saws come from. It's probably nothing. I hope it's nothing, so I just threw... Okay, those aren't solid, jeez. That is, though? What? Okay, I'm getting a little, like, spooked. Why is there so many lights? Someone turn off the lights, dude. I barely saw that, dude. Oh my god. I feel like there's gonna be Yoshi coins somewhere that I'm missing, but I just want my midway, please. I win? I win! Yay! Can I have a midway now, please? Like, I'm getting sweaty palms, dude. I'm getting stressed. If I die, it's gonna be a long ways back. Okay. Okay. Look at me freaking sidestepping because I'm scared! Fuck! Give me a midway, please? Thank you. Okay, my god. I freaking got actual sweaty palms, dude. Alright, pretty decent level so far. It's just the music that's making it good, honestly. Now, the level is good, though. It's honestly like Mecha Mountain, right? At least this level has enemies to it. Oh! Albeit a bit stressful. How much do I bet that one of these lights are gonna be the Yoshi coin? That's just blending in because they're flashy as well. No, I saw it on the top right here though. Trust the coins. Thank you. Glad these coins don't kill me. I don't remember what level it was. Can't side kill that. I thought there was a... No, it was in a star that I killed the spike balls. Like how my jump didn't come out frickin' twice there. Yeah, you saw that? I was crouching instead. Dude, I am throwing. I am throwing, dude. Okay, yeah, look at the frickin'... Why is it different colored like that? Don't know if I like that. I'm kind of tempted to drop into the pit there. Okay, it's probably nothing. But this is stressful. Okay, it is something. I feel so much pain right now. You saw Mario staring at us at the bottom? He's like, you dumbass. Sorry, Mayo. Oh no, now we have to listen to this banger song more. I am so sad. Again, that makes me think, like, what if Greystone I'm resetting that. Frickin' Bowser statue jank, dude. What if Greystone Grotto had banger music to go along with it? Would it unironically get a better score? Probably not, because Skyway Sanctum is a heavy hitter. Which I'm still, like, I can't believe it was, because that was a Carl D level. And if you weren't here in the last stream chat, a Carl D level got, I think, bottom 10 in VLDC 9, but I ranked it second place for my least favorite level in all of VLDC 9. So, Carl D went from bottom 5, well, bottom 2 on my personal list, but bottom 10 or 5, I forget, on the ranking list, to freaking top 5 in VLDC 11 so far. Again, maybe pending placement. Pee-pee. Because, like, I'm actually excited for this speedrun segment of VLDC 11, because, again, the whole gimmick was generated from losing my save file in OLDC 1, so I just decided to do a speedrun to get all the exits back, right? Instead of, like, not re-ranking per se, but I did do a re-rank after, because I was like, oh wait, these levels aren't as good as I remember them being, right? Oh god. Like, I could think of 2 levels that... No! Why didn't I jump high enough? Oh god, that freaking disco shell is still down there, dude. Oh my god. Ah! Okay, at least it's stopped. I don't like Bowser statues anymore. Okay, just go, 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 go. Please? It's coming, dude! The Bowser statue's coming. They done? Wait, whoa. Nice? Those aren't stairs. What the heck are they? GG's. Alright, that was pretty legit. It got pretty spicy in the second half. The first half felt like it went from just a normal level to a little bit of spice in a good way in the second half. Maybe it was the spice from the first half as well, because I got freaking sweaty palms from it, dude. That first half was going on for too long. The only downsides I could think of is, I mean, above all, this is just a very solid level. Again, based in industrial world. Good music. I do think that the whole Asylum feel of the level could have been done better. But I'm honestly blowing smoke up my own ass saying that, because if like I say that and the creator was like, alright, tell me, Felix, how to make it better, I'd be like, oh no, I never been in an asylum before. But it did capture the outside perfectly, right? So maybe a bit more outside like aesthetics, but inside, I don't know. So I really can't think of a, like, there are some subtle problems in this level. Like, you have kind of Bowser statue jank. I never thought I'd see the day where Bowser statues are jank. But, like, it didn't seem like much, but in terms of difficulty curve, roughly where the 5th Yoshi coin was, there was a spot where you could only stand on one tile while you had not only a saw circling around the one tile, but also a spike ball. That section was easy, but in comparison to everything else, it was like, you know, why all of a sudden just precision jumping like this, right? So that's really the only downside. Sure, the lava felt a bit weird, and sure, maybe the color of the background shouldn't have been entirely blue. But it's just another banger song. It really is just a better Mecha Mountain, because maybe it had a bit too many enemies, like near the end. Kinda got ass blasted by fireballs, but again, so what, right? So ranking time. I don't know, like, I'm not saying that this is top 10, but I really can't think of anything just completely wrong with it. It just feels like the design compared to the likes of the top 10 wasn't up to par. But I don't know, I guess it just didn't click as much. But like, I think it's still top 20 easily. I mean, let's look down here. Yeah, better. Maybe it could go down here as well, but like, you have Muncher Mountain and Dark Forest. Maybe if I'm saying that, maybe these two should move down. Not below, not below, what's it called, these two. So maybe not. I was thinking maybe Don't Climb Mountains could move up, but I think I have to play that again to know for sure. Is Ambrose Asylum better than Le Reservoir? Unironically, it could go up here, near Turum Kalo, and like Stalwart Ramparts. I don't know, it was just a good-ass level with good-ass music. I do prefer Mecha Mountains music more, but it's still a banger, dude. I don't know, like, if you want me to be honest, this doesn't feel top 20, even though I liked it enough, but it doesn't scream like, yeah, this is definitely top 20. But I'm also looking at everything else underneath, and it's like, well, you know, right? Like, I feel like I need to come up with more evidence as to why I need to rank it higher. Like, I can't think of anything else bad to say. Like, again, the aesthetics may be a bit too blue, and some stuff felt like they should have been solid, and they weren't. But, like, again, I'm just nitpicking small stuff, so I think you just legit get, like, top 20 somewhere. Because Le Reservoir had more of a gimmick than Ambrose Asylum. But at least Ambrose Asylum wasn't that short. Didn't have a time issue. So it's somewhere here. So let's look up the list. Yeah, I'm thinking in my head, it's not better than Mushroom Langer or Temple of the Fish Gods. But, like, it had the same feel as Stalwart Ramparts. Okay, I'm going to say 17th above Turum Kalo. It might be better than Mushroom Langer, but it's not better than Stalwart Ramparts and Temple of the Fish Gods. I'm thinking that I might need to re-rank here. Especially these two levels. I think these two could move down. Because, like, the Red Ghost House was originally top 10, eventually being kicked out, because it had quantity and quality. Well, since then, we played a couple more long levels that also have similar content and similar quality. I think so. I think that's why I'm feeling iffy. So, these two can move down. I'm gonna say these two can move up. Mushroom Langer goes here, I think. The Red Ghost House goes 14th, and a generic Super Mario Bros. 1-1 gets 16th. So now, with that re-ranked, here, you know what I'm thinking? Turum Kalo moves up, Ambrose Asylum gets 17th, and a generic Super Mario Bros. 1-1 moves down one. That's what I think. So Ambrose Asylum ends up getting top 20. Again, I think that this entire group here is going to be re-ranked eventually. Because I would replay every single one of them, but we are closing in on the run back session, so I'll just hold off for this cases until then. So the aesthetics, too many lights, dude. But the music was good. I'll give you an 8.5. The creativity, I think that's why. That, like, because above all, there was no gimmick in this level, right? It was just dodge saws, dodge blades, and just dodge enemies, right? The design will give you an 8. Playability also gets an 8. And functionality, you had some issues. There was also a couple of blind jumps, but it was mostly my fault. So GG's. I know I spent a long time on that. I'm sorry, chat. So moving swiftly along, looks like we got, I think, 3 more levels. Like, what, 1, 2, 3, I think? Or does it just go straight up? It's a freaking, not a mess of a world, but like, too many going on. Alright, let's move on. Let's get going. So we got Metallic Metropolis by Pokerface. Alright, I'm kind of excited. I don't know if I like Pokerface levels, but I like Pokerface's level from OLDC and VLDC 9. So this might be good. 29th place, Eminem, by the way. Good old double-double. The score of, that's my ranking list. Score of, where the heck is it? 71.75 out of 100, with judges' scores being 72, 61, 79, and 75. This second judge has been shattering dreams this entire VLDC, dude. Alright, let's do it. Save state? Thank you. Let's do it. Whoa, this is even more custom stuff. Wait. Okay, that's lava. I don't really see the Koopa bringing back there. Okay, that's lava. Right? I mean, it's the beginning of the... Oh, okay, it's water. Why does it have freaking lava aesthetics to it? Sure. Okay, so yeah, that is lava, just looking very... You know what this looks like? This looks like Sonic aesthetics. Yeah, it's just water. I guess they're trying to go for like a splash effect there. Look at the frickin'... The aesthetics in this world have been crazy. The music and the aesthetics are going all out, dude. I didn't even notice those frickin' bullet bill generators. Just another banger song. Yeah, I don't know how I like it being the lava aesthetic. They might have gone for it because it's got like the flowing. Oh, hello. The flowing, like, storyline aesthetics, as I like to call it now. Stupid. Should have gone for the block duplication. I don't know. Yeah, the aesthetics really remind me of Sonic for some reason. I feel like I've seen this before. That's why I'm saying it. But like, this is... It's like, where else do I explore? Okay, that looks like progress. I'm not gonna go there yet. Okay, there's 2. Alright, run! Okay, I'm going. I guess I wasn't supposed to press the button. Go, go, go! I'm going so slow! We're pressing the button, dude! Okay. Okay, that was a cute ass section. And we spawn up here. Oh no, this is a different section. Okay. I don't know. Can you blame me? Because there's just so much custom shit. It's hard to tell where I have been and haven't been. Oh, custom saw as well. Okay, what do we got here? You know what? I I don't know what to tell you. I thought I could stand there. Like, honestly. Embarrassing. Okay, come on, Felix. Come on, I know I'm running on 2 hours of sleep, but... Shoutouts to everyone that's tuning in again. I'm gonna sell out, but... Or not sell out, but... What am I saying? I don't know. Oh! That's why you always keep a mushroom, dude. I don't know how I feel about bullet bills being there and nowhere else yet in the level, but... I don't know. Get good, Felix. So there's gonna be... I'm just gonna get rid of that. Almost like a pseudo-water level in this level, isn't it? But I don't know, this is... Like, how many top 10 levels am I gonna frickin' put? Because, like, I can assure you that the aesthetics are... too fucking good. But another one is, like... I gotta see if the gameplay backs it up, and... Well, let me tell you that this section alone is freaking funny to me. Like, well, we're freaking blowing up, freaking like Dr. Eggman, sort of. I still think this is freaking Sonic, like Sonic aesthetics. I really like the music that plays in here. That's freaking 3 for 3. Of the songs. No, 4 for 4 because... Okay, so... Industrial Desert had the banger VLDC 8 Desert theme. Vanish Castle had... what's it called? No custom music. Then we played Reservoir, that had the title screen music. What do we got? It's a puzzle. Oh wait, I see. And guess I forgot to jump, huh? Stupid idiot. Okay. 3 Yoshi coins. Hopefully we get a midway soon. Sure. And win. Oh, okay, midway. I was like, should have figured. I only know that because I played some other hacks long before I streamed. That, like, in those hacks, they turned them into stars like that. So are these supposed to be, like, power lines? That's why they look a little... That's not solid. This part is not solid, but the white part was. Oh, I like when the creators respawn the midway. Instead of like, ooh, can't collect the midway for the power-up. Okay, so, dark red, not solid. White spots, solid. Got it. I also have to watch out for the possible hidden pipes. Oh yeah, this? Oh, bullet bill jump. Nailed it! Oh wait, what? What the heck are these things supposed to be? What sprite? Like, this is technically a custom sprite, but what is that normally? Maybe a fuzzy? Trust the coins? I said trust the coins? I said trust the coins? Okay, yeah. Oh, that's death down there. Alright. So dare I say, as amazing as the aesthetics are, they're honestly a hindrance, because I died 2 times thinking that I could stand there because it's just a bit much, you know? I assume we are out of here soon. Uh-oh. Fast stompers. You know how I feel about those! We're gonna Felix PTSD, dude. Oh, okay. Then I can't wait to play a lava level with those exact same aesthetics, but just red color and be like, what, that killed me? Get in a pipe, Felix. Oh my god, that... I just nearly shat myself. Because I am safe here, right? There is a spot where you can die. Like the freaking... It reminds me of that snake boss from Legend of Zelda. That giant, like, beetle thing. Alright, GG's, right? Alright, what a level! That's all I gotta say is, what a level! The frickin'... Like, they put all their points into frickin' the aesthetics, like, holy shit! Sorry, I'm just a little shook, because it's like, holy shit, right? I will say that, unfortunately, the level itself did not match the aesthetics in the level. Because at most, like, imagine taking off all of the fancy stuff this level's got, right? All of the fancy graphics, and you just have the platformers and the platforming and the freaking platforming and sprites. That's what I wanted to say. This level feels like, dare I say, that Ambrose Asylum, for example, the gameplay felt more fun than Metallic Metropolis, because I was more focused on just, like, how much stuff is custom. Like, what are the freaking custom aesthetics in this level, right? I did like the little mini games for the Yoshi coins, but, like, if you're gonna have such amazing aesthetics to the point where it even hurt, like, I think it's getting a 9.5, because, again, there was 2 parts where I thought I could stand, and I was like, guess not. I think those were the only 2 deaths that I did get, was from those sorry, I'm just, like, starting to get tired, I think. Okay, skip to the end. It's a mid-level with amazing aesthetics to the point that it hurts too much, because the 2 deaths that I had in this level was spots that I thought I could stand on. And I think the gameplay part just felt fine. Because, like, yeah, if you're going to have such amazing aesthetics like that, then you definitely have to have unique gameplay to back it up. And overall, it was just fine gameplay. The Stomper section at the end, before the boss, was probably the coolest room in this level. But other than that, it felt like, okay, I'm just jumping across water, platforming here and there, and not really dodging enemies. Like, the entire first room, before the midway, it felt like I was just jumping, like, just exploring around, right? Only in the second half did the creator decide to add the Sparkies that give some more, like, danger in this level, right? Where I have to dodge them and maybe bounce on them, right? But other than that, like, it really is just the aesthetics, right? In this level, so it's not top 10, unfortunately, but it might just be another strong level. Like, how I say it is, these types of levels are what I like to call art exhibits, where the creator focus all the time on the aesthetics and not really much on the gameplay. Kind of like Calum Coast, if you think about it, but Calum Coast had godlike aesthetics and still enough gameplay to back it up. I feel like Metallic Metropolis was just a little tad underwhelming. Yeah, like, I think Ambrose Asylum that we just played is better, even though I prefer the aesthetics in Metallic Metropolis. It really is just a yin and yang, right? Ambrose Asylum had the gameplay but not the aesthetics. It still had the aesthetics, but not as great as Metallic Metropolis, right? Like, think of Ambrose Asylum having a 6-4 ratio with gameplay and aesthetics, while Metallic Metropolis was more like 8 in aesthetics and 2 in gameplay, like 8-2 ratio. So... I mean, Turin Kalo also was another, like... It was exciting still, but I feel like I made it exciting. Okay, what else do we got down here? Yeah, it's not down here. Not reach for the summit. It's just a matter of, do I want to penalize, like, how much do I want to quote-unquote penalize it for having too good of aesthetics to the point where it does hurt and made the gameplay feel obsolete. And all of these are just, they're more excited, but I'm thinking, unironically, it's still better than Reservoir, but not better than Ambrose Asylum. So I might just have three industrial levels bundled together in here. I think it only gets 20th. I don't think it's better than Timber Tower despite the time issue, because Timber Tower has a really good gameplay to it. I mean, is it really just under Ambrose Asylum? Just have 2 back-to-back levels be right beside each other? Screw it. Screw it. Because maybe I am, like, saturating a bit too much that maybe the gameplay was fine and I was just more else focused on the aesthetics. Maybe it does move up. Hold on. Because the Stomper section was pretty cute. The bonus sections were cute as well. The main area, the first half was a little lacking, but the second half had it. Maybe it does move up. Maybe. I don't know, man. Because all of a sudden, I'm looking up here, it's like, oh wait, maybe it is top 10 after all. Okay, honestly, it might be, because here's my reasoning. Better aesthetics than Ambrose Asylum, and Ambrose Asylum did have some jank spots, right? There was some blind jumps, and there was, I think, sorry, and there was slight difficulty curve, right? So, better than that. Turtle and Kalo was also more else aesthetics and still enough gameplay, but I think the gameplay matches Metallic Metropolis. So better than these two. Temple of the Fish Gods did have a gimmick, but the ending kind of messed up with the gameplay. Stalwart Ramparts has the auto-scroller that they messed up. Deep Deluge is a water level. And Bramble Climb, I'm actually surprised it's still in the top 10. So, despite all odds, Metallic Metropolis does get top 10. Because, like, maybe I'm saying what I'm saying, that, like, the gameplay wasn't up because the aesthetics really was pretty godlike. Like 9.5 because, again, the 2 parts that I did die, like the first one was my fault when I went into the grind, but the second I was like, really, I can't stand on that. The creativity, I will give an 8 because, again, the Stomper section and like the running section was pretty cute. In fact, I'll give you an 8.5. I think it's enough. The design is freaking crazy. I'm gonna give it an 8.5 as well. Playability gets a 9. I think everyone will love this level. And functionality, Honestly, I can't think of any jank. I mean, the aesthetics are not a functionality issue. That's sprites and slowdown and any of that. No. So, it doesn't feel like top 10, but I feel like this is the type of level that I would be fanboying a lot about, and I'm just not for some reason. Alright, I know it's kind of... what's the word? It's kind of like... I kind of want to end now, because I don't want to rush the last 2 levels. Like, I'm feeling tired, and all I could think of is the VLDC 3 finale where I rushed like the final 3 levels, and I still regret it to this day. So I think I will end it there, chat, because I am tired, and I have to be up again in like 5 hours. I think 4 hours now. So thank you very much for watching. I might stream tomorrow, but I don't know if I'll stream. I might stream VLDC again. We'll see. But yeah, sorry that it's abrupt, but I think it's for the better, right? That I don't just rush it after. So thank you very much for watching. Again, make sure to join the Discord so you can finally be notified instead of relying on Twitch when I go live. So hopefully see you there. But other than that, have a wonderful rest of your night or day wherever you may be. And hopefully I made your midweek just a little better. Have a good one, chat. Bye-bye.